teach them phonics, 12th graders, 9th graders, 7th graders, before I could even teach regular subject matter.
Because by design, 60 years ago, they got rid of phonics, the true way to teach people, and made it be by visual, as if a child's supposed to recognize every word in the English language magically, which is hundreds of times harder, literally, instead of phonically doing it. Please continue.
Okay, so I started teaching kindergarten, so I would be able to reach children early so they could start their education with a solid foundation and healthy self-esteem, instead of being classified as special education students for bad behavior.
And they've gone from, what, 2% a few decades ago being in it to some schools 30%? They're classifying everyone and then putting them into a curriculum where they're not taught.
Exactly, and it's all about behavior programming, so they push them in there and force the kids to become illiterate, self-destructive, and then they end up on Ritalin, and if the parents don't give it to them, they will actually take them. And so what I did as a gift and everything, I made a blog with free information and lessons, step-by-step lessons on how to learn to read, because it's such a real bad
because, again,
epidemic.
they won't let the teachers in the school teach them the way it worked for thousands of years and how every culture teaches it. And, again, they did this by design. But think about what you just said, and it's been all over the news. Won't put your child on Prozac. Won't put them on Ritalin. Won't put them on lithium, because especially little boys, because they talk and raise their hands too much and play, grab butt on the playground, which is what boys do. Now, they come in and take your child. That's the government taking your child, kidnapping your child because you won't drug them. That's forced drugging. And now they're proposing it for everyone in the water. Go ahead.
Oh, that's true. So can I give out the name of the free blog for people that want to help their kids with the reading?
Absolutely. Now, this is radical. We're about to send people to a site with phonics, and this makes Big Brother mad. We're committing an al-Qaeda atrocity right now. This is very extreme. Give us the website.
Okay, it's www.phonicsreading.pro. phonicsreadingpro.com. I'm sorry, www.phonicsreadingpro.com. And I also have a .net with plenty of resources, because everybody
Give it out one more time.
www.phonicsreadingpro.com.
Well, God bless you, and I appreciate your call, Victoria. And her act of resistance is what will bring down the New World Order. Do you know how radical and how extremist she is as an info warrior, infiltrating the school system and secretly trying to teach them how to read? I mean, do you know how much that makes the enemy mad? You're supposed to start teaching children how to read at 3. My son could read at 3.5. The others we didn't focus on as much, so age 5. And you teach them with very simple phonics how to sound it out over and over again. Boom, they've got it. My son is reading 11th, 12th grade level now, and he's 8 years old. I mean, it's kind of freaking me out, though. I'll catch him with, like, adult textbooks and things, reading it and spouting off endless statistics at me. He knows more than I do at age 8 in many areas now. And that's what scares the enemy forces. They didn't get their mercury in him. They didn't get their sodium fluoride in him. And so he's just seething with energy and intelligence. I mean, he's scary smart. Scary smart. And because you didn't get to ruin him, scum. You didn't get to brain damage him. I know that makes all you effeminate elitists out there that love brain damaging people, part of your power trip, angry. Oh, a lot of kids are getting away from you. And your eugenics. Oh, too bad for you murderers. Try to murder the psyche, murder the spirit, murder creativity. Bunch of murderers who traffic in people's souls and their psyches. But that is so radical what she's doing. So subversive. Because as George Orwell said, telling the truth, in a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. And so Victoria, starting that website, doing what she's doing. See, public schools get roughly 3 times the money for a special needs child. So, 2-3%, 20-plus years ago were in special ed. Now they've got areas where 1/3 of the school is there because they're getting more cash. So the superintendent can get $700,000 a year. Isn't it good? Works real good. And they got bounties on your children in England and the U.S. to try to steal them. And the special ed are hunting grounds to put them on drugs and taser them. Let's go to Brian in PA. Brian, you're on the air.
How you doing today, Alex?
I'm fired up. What's on your mind?
I've been trying to call in because I have found out something. Are you familiar with any of the rules for truck driving?
Oh, how they're harassing everyone, putting transponders in the vehicles, putting you under federal commercial code as part of the North American Union?
Well, yeah, but this one is actually closer to home. Right now, the hours of service is you can drive up to 11 hours a day on a 14-hour clock. They are wanting to change that to 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week on a 12-hour-a-day, 60-hour-a-week clock and shut down for 48 hours. It's in the proposal stage.
Well, stay there. But yeah, yes, I'm aware of similar things. But then the Mexican truck drivers, they're not under those rules under NAFTA and GATT and the SPP. And it's all part of just harassing commerce because they want a post-industrial world. Stay there. I'm going to come back to you, Brian. Then Brad, David, and Ronnie. I'm going to try to hurry up a little bit through these calls. Stay with us.
We all know that the Berkey water purification systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 4 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey water systems. The revolutionary Berkey light systems include a set of self-sterilizing and re-cleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and removes harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey light system today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $209, and the Berkey Guy will include 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and ship everything to you free of charge. That's right, 3 Sport Berkey water bottles and free shipping, an $87 value, yours free, but only for a limited time. Just call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653 now to order. That's 1-877-886-3653, or order online now at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan. The police state isn't coming. It's here. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or see it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
How well and how fast does Heart and Body Extract work to improve blood circulation? Listen.
My name is Ellis, and I am 66 years old, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as having clogged arteries. I had 70% blockage in one artery leading to my heart. They wanted me to go on Plavix, but I refused, knowing the negative side effects.
Heart and Body Extract is a unique balance, synergy, and proportion of herbs reaching from head to toe at maximum absorption around 95% at the cellular level.
Within the first month, I felt a dramatic difference. The heaviness in my legs was reduced, and within 2 months, I felt completely normal.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract comes with a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract. Call 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
In the last 15 years, the Pentagon has deployed a smart grid to surveil their enemy, the American people. They work for the offshore banks. The average troops don't know that, though. And now the governor has announced statewide license plate program that scans everyone's cars in real time. They claim it's going to cut back on vehicle theft, but of course they use it to track you and everything you do. And the moment your insurance is out, the moment there's any problem, they'll instantly pull you over and take you to jail unless you've got illegal alien Mexican plates. Then you are literally God level and left alone. So, but let's go back to Brian. By the way, I wanted to get Alan Watt on the next few days, so he's available today. We were going to get him on about these vaccines that attack the brain and the fluoride in the water and the lithium in the water coming up in the third hour today. But we're going to continue with your calls and news. Let's go ahead right now and go back to Brian in Pennsylvania. He was bringing up the situation with truck driving. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I know what you have told us about Maury Strom talking about shutting down our industry. Well, trucking is a big part of industry. If they shut us down to 8 hours a day, it's going to be hard enough when there is not enough trucks to move the freight now to keep stores stocked. It's in the proposal stage.
Well, they're going to make you cheat, and they're going to digitally, with the RFID scanners, track you. And big corporations, here's an example. Tyson's allowed to have all the violations they want in chicken production to have a semi-monopoly. BP's allowed to have many more times violations than anybody else, and they're given all the safety awards. So small companies are going to be shut down, and globalists are going to be able to have their truck drivers drive 100 hours a week. Go ahead.
Well, it gets worse than that. They've proposed this bill. It's called a broker reform bill. A lot of brokers snatch up all the freight because if you own your own company and you have your own authority, you don't have to use a broker. You can go to a company and contract loads. They're trying to stop that with this bill. They make it sound good because they're, you know how they do it. They go after, they say, we're going to get those evil brokers for stealing.
Yeah, no, I mean, the big multinational transportation companies are shutting everybody down. That's what the New World Order is. The global corporate mega monopolies, they get to do business and do whatever they want and dump as much toxic waste as they want in the Gulf or have their plants blow up in Houston, and they don't get in trouble.
Well, in the bill for the broker reform bill, they are going to, it's part of the bill says that if you own a company, you have to go through a broker, but they're going to make it so expensive that you won't have as many brokers because then we'll stay in business. They're raising the broker rates that you have to be bonded at from $10,000 to $100,000.
Sure, you're not going to be able to go to truck school and get a license and get a truck. You don't do that in America. You go through the global mafia.
That is correct. I mean, they're shutting down our industry, and people need to get involved. But one other thing, they're doing this hours of service change under the guise of safety. But if people actually do the research, the statistics say 75% of accidents that are caused between a big truck and a civilian vehicle, is 75% of them are the civilian vehicle's fault. So what is the safety issue when it's proven that truck driving is one of the safest industries out here because we're trained...
Well, look, but notice the media always demonizes truck drivers. When I've seen the statistics, I know you're telling the truth, just like they demonize the Internet because they want to take control of it. And I've also seen some statistics, you can pull these up, put out even by the Federal Transportation Administration, that in states where they have rules on restricting how much a trucker can drive, they end up driving faster and more reckless because they've got to get the load there than when they've got more time.
That is correct. I'm spoiled. My boss man tells me to run legal, and I do 2 runs a week up to the northeast from the south, and I'm able to do it under the rules we got. But if they change the rules, I won't be able to do it because that'll mean a pay cut. That'll mean everything. It'll shut down the industry. And I got one more point, and I'll let you go. I heard this morning, I'm trying to get the documents, that they are training at the hospitals and to not tell us about RFID implantation through the vaccine.
Stay there.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
You may be arrested and or subject to other police action.
Tyranny is here. The grim future foretold in 1984 has become reality.
It really says that the state is God.
The United States is now recognized globally as one of the most oppressive police states on Earth. This film conclusively proves the existence of a secret network of FEMA camps, now being expanded nationwide. This documentary exposes how the continuity of government program has established an all-powerful shadow state. Police State 4 chronicles the sickening depths to which our republic has fallen. Prepare to enter the secretive world of emergency dictatorship. Body scanners, sound cannons, citizen spies, stage terror, and cameras on every street corner. It's only the beginning of the New World Order's hellish plan.